This is the Turfway Park Report for Saturday, March 25th, 2017, Spiral Stakes Day here in Florence, Kentucky. We have 12 races on the card in all, highlighted by the 46th running of the Jack Cincinnati Casino Spiral Stakes. That Grade 3 $500,000 guaranteed stake event will go as race 10. Polytrack, as always, is fast. The temperature in the high 70 degrees. Today's first race is a claimant event for 4-year-olds and up to go 6 furlongs. Morning line favorite, number 8, What the Cat Drug In with Corey Orm.
We're all in line. And they are racing. And Soledar caught a flyer, quick into stride right alongside. There goes Mr. Topia. Validated Blarney will press from the inside. Our Noble Heart came away racing fourth. Through from between horses comes Winrider. What the Cat Drug In's next. Then a link for the back to Glotton, who's covered up by Coverboy as they head up the back stretch or just outside the half-mile pole. And Soledar shows the way up top through a first quarter in 22 and 2/5 seconds. Entrance into the far turn. Soledar and Mr. Topia, these two are boxing up top, up on the outside, going for a run early. There goes What the Cat Drug In. Through from the inside, Validated Blarney. Then a link for the back. Our Noble Heart just content to track off the top trio. Wakes Week has him covered up, crying out for room. Here's Winrider in the green silk and running on from the back. Coverboy starts to roll outside the quarter-mile pole as they run to the top of the stretch. On the inside, Validated Blarney cuts the corner, but there's What the Cat Drug In gearing up to the outside. 1/8 of a mile left to go. What the Cat Drug In's found the front. Coverboy is coming at him and coming on down the stand side. They race in deep stretch just a 1/16 of a mile from home, and What the Cat Drug In, well prepared off the layoff by Mike York. What the Cat Drug In, now a 10-time Turfway winner, wins the opener by 2. A 4-way go for place in 1:11 and 4.
And stalks the pace and draws away late to win for his 18th time in his career, the 10th over the local surface, owned by Mike York and Jennifer Arnold. Mike York, the winning trainer, and Corey Orm with that well-rationed ride. Number 8, What the Cat Drug In, was worth $820, $440, and $340. Finishing second, number 4, Coverboy. Third to 3, Validated Blarney, and fourth to 6, Wakes Week. The exacta, $111.60. The Try, $240.70. The Super, $2,360.20. Running time for the opener, 1:11 and 4. Today's second race is a starter allowance to go 1.25 miles. Scratch number 3, Tis Sardonic Joe. Morning line favorite now will be number 6, Copus with Rodney Prescott.
They are racing. And the starter called him in a perfect line. It's Ain't Too Proud, who is the first to show. Through from between horses comes the favorite Copus. Cozy Kitten will settle along in the third position. Finito, the Maryland Invader, is fourth. Out wide, Warpoint is next, and the favorite is at the back of the pack. Shake Your Groove Thing as they run by the stewards for the first time. 1 lap to go, and it's Copus who shows them up top by 3 parts of a length. Ain't Too Proud will sit in the pocket spot and ride the rail there in second. Cozy Kitten a close-up third. Shake Your Groove Thing has advanced from last up into third as they race into the clubhouse turn. The first quarter, 27 and 1. They walk the first quarter, and it's Copus who shows the way by 2. Ain't Too Proud is next. Then comes a Cozy Kitten up into third position. Then a link further back, it's Warpoint is next. Finito follows that one, and Shake Your Groove Thing is being pulled up. Shake Your Groove Thing is out of the race. The remaining 5 head up the backstretch, and it's Copus, and Rodney Prescott shows them through a half in 52 and 1/5 second, 4.5 furlongs still to travel. Copus up top by 4. Ain't Too Proud racing in the second position. Cozy Kitten races in third. Warpoint out in the clear fourth, starting to close in. He's 5.5 off the pace and 4 in front of the Maryland Invader Finito, who can see them all. Entrance into the far turn, and up top Copus has made every yard thus far. The lead is now just 2. Ain't Too Proud is inching an ever closer second. Cozy Kitten starts to roll third. Warpoint is being asked to quicken fourth. Still nothing yet from Finito. Midpoint through the turn. They're just outside the quarter pole. And Copus has paved that path up top. Here's Ain't Too Proud. Ain't Too Proud's going to challenge to the outside as they run to the top of the stretch. 3/16 of a mile to go. And Copus is still there. Ain't Too Proud now being passed by Cozy Kitten. Down the center of the track, Warpoint is gaining. They're in the final Florence furlong. And Copus is still there and finding more up top. Copus, under a well-rationed ride by Rodney Prescott, takes him start to finish here. Copus wins by 5. Cozy Kitten second, Warpoint third. Ain't Too Proud was fourth. Running time up on the board, 2:06 and 4.
Number 6, Copus, under a well-rationed ride by Rodney Prescott, takes them all the way up top. Wins for owner Pedro Pacheco. John Ennis, the winning trainer, 5:23.60, on the winner. Second, number 4, Cozy Kitten. Third, the 7, Warpoint. Fourth, the winning 2, Proud. The exacta, 25.60. The trifecta, 52.70. The super, 242.20. The daily double, $20.80. Running time for the 1 mile and quarter, 2:06 and 4. Today's third race is a claimant event for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won to the distance 6 furlongs. Morning line favorite number 8, the class dropper Kayla's Kitten, carrying the white and red Ramsey Silks.
Offside. They are off in the Rowdy Friends of Richmond. It's Kim Man who broke sharp. The favorite Kayla's Kitten will prompt the pace for the outside of that one. A link for the back. Silver Fork Sky came away racing third. Warrior Princess is fourth, about 5.5 off the pace, and 3 in front of Michael. Then a length and a half further back to 5 Boys, and Colt Weston can't see them all. Up the backside they go. They have just about a half a mile still to go. And Kim Man and the favorite Kayla's Kitten. These two are dueling it out up front. They're 4 in front of Silver Fork Sky, who races well off of the rail. Michael's to the inside, now being passed by Warrior Prince, as they have 3/8 of a mile still to travel. Then a separation of 6 lengths to 5 Boys, and Colt Weston has the best view of the field as they're just outside the quarter-mile pole. And now the favorite Kayla's Kitten has taken over the lead from Kim Man. The parachute comes out on that one. Here's Warrior Prince gearing up to the outside as they run to the top of the stretch. And Kayla's Kitten off the turn in front by 5 and drawing away by the 8th pole. Kayla's Kitten ever widening through the stretch. Warrior Prince has raced up into second from last. Colt Weston down the center of the track, but in the final 16th of a mile, Kayla's Kitten running up the score here. No doubt about it, Kayla's Kitten on the class drop wins by 8 in the end. Warriors Prince was second, Colt Weston third, Michael was fourth, 1:10.2 the running time.
Number 8, Kayla's Kitten, a decisive winner here in race 3. Wins on the class drop for owner Ken and Sarah Ramsey. Wesley Ward, the winning trainer, and Luis Saez up top for the winning ride. The favorite, 240, 220, 210. Second, number 5, Warrior Prince. Third, the 10, Colt Weston. And finishing fourth was number 1, Michael. The winning exacta was 840. The trifecta, $30.40. The roll and double, $8.80. The super, $123.20. And the pick 3 was worth $24.30. Running time, 1:10 and 2/5 seconds. Tonight's fourth race is a starter allowance for 4-year-olds and up, which have started for a claiming tag of $5,000 in the last 2 years. 6 furlongs the distance. Scratch the 5, stunt double. Morning line favorite number 7, Proven Warrior, who is a 13-time winner.
Once again, they're all in line. They are racing. And the favorite Proven Warrior broke well, but it's Cam who has the most speed. Tismatize away in the third position. Tacoma Park came out running in fourth. Then a link for the back. Rot taking his fifth right up to his outside. Now there goes the Gorilla Man. And splitting those two, Sergio's Pride. They run up the back stretch. They're about 7 lengths from front to back. And they're just outside the half-mile pole. And the leader is Proven Warrior. Proven Warrior really tugging hard against the jock, is in front by about 1.5 lengths. Racing in second against the rail, Tismatize. There goes Sergio's Pride out a 3-wide third. Cam is sandwiched in between those two in fourth. A length for the back, Tacoma Park. Rate and the whip comes out, and the Gorilla Man rides the rail at the back of the pack. They're just outside the quarter-mile pole. And they stack up 4 across the track. On the inside, Tismatize. To his outside, Proven Warrior. The favorite is under siege as Cam just poked that nostril in front. But it's Sergio's Pride to the outside, who's found the front in the stretch drive. 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Sergio's Pride on the far outside, Tacoma Park. Tismatize is third. Proven Warrior not today. They're in the final 16th of a mile. And Sergio's Pride and Alonso Quinones is going to win race 4 by about 2 in the end. Tismatize was second. Tacoma Park third. The Gorilla Man was fourth, 1:10 flat.
Number 2, Sergio's Pride, kicked it into top gear, turning for home, and drew away to win to pull the slight upset here for the Pocket Aces Racing. Susan Anderson, the winning trainer, and Alonso Quinones, the winning rider. Sergio's Pride, $8.20, $4.20, $3. Second, number 4, Tismatized. Third, number 3, Tacoma Park. Fourth goes 8, the Gorilla Man. Exacta, $36.40. The trifecta, $175.50. Daily double, $16.40. The super, $1,154 even. And the rolling pick 3 was worth $40 even. Running time for the 6 furlongs was 1 minute 10 flat. Race 5, named for the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, is a condition claimer for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3. The claiming tag is $5,000, the distance 6 furlongs. Morning line favorite, number 9, Duffel Bag, for trainer Dane Kabisky.
And they are racing at Turfway. And Duffel Bag, the favorite, caught a flyer, but now it's Ultimate Choice who's hustled up to prompt the pace as well. Utmost Intensity off the gate in the 3rd position. Langtez came away racing in 4th. Then a length and a half further back, as they continue up the backside, it's He's a Dandy Candy through from the inside, Visions of Cash. Up on the outside, there goes Fight Master, then a separation of 6. Back to the 4 back markers, Blue Story, Amazon King Calcutta, and Journey Proud is at the back of the pack, 15 lengths off the lead. Entrance into the turn. They're 3/8 of a mile from home. The first quarter was hot, 21-4, and Duffel Bag out there freewheeling on the front end, in front by 5. Long Shot Ultimate Choice just got passed by Utmost Intensity through from the inside, and now comes Fight Master as they run to the top of the stretch, but nobody's got to Duffel Bag. Duffel Bag through a half mile on a torrid 44-1, and they're on their way home. And Duffel Bag by the 8th pole, the lead's now 5. Utmost Intensity in full-out chase mode, trying to hold second. Down through from the inside is Langtaz, but in the final 16th of a mile, Duffel Bag is home and cooled out. Duffel Bag is going to win by about 3. Utmost Intensity closed to be 2nd. Langtaz was 3rd. He's a Dandy Candy was 4th.
Number 9, Duffel Bag, broke sharp and never looked back. Took him all the way up top for the PTK LLC. Dane Kabisky, the winning trainer, and Corey Orm picks up the winning ride on the class drop for his 2nd victory on today's card. The winner, $460, $3, $280. Second, number 11, Utmost Intensity. Third, number 8, Lang Tans. Fourth, number 6, He's a Dandy Candy. Exacta was worth $15.20. The try, $72.40. The double, $20.20. The super, $416.80. Pick 4, $48.90, and the pick 5, $136.20. Running time for the 6 furlongs, 1:10-1. Today's 6th race, allowance optional claimant event. They'll go 6.5 furlongs, scratch the 1 Stormy going. Morning line favorite, number 6, Bourbon Candy with Robbie Alvarado.
At the post, they are racing. Classics also broke well. Through from the inside, Black Tavish up on the outside, Copper Plate. Bourbon Candy will stack up 4 across the track. Then a link for the back, it's Night of the Hunter through from the inside, Pesky Cat, and last away early, St. Prado is last, but well-bunched field here. They're only about 4.5 lengths from top to bottom, and it is Bourbon Candy who shows the way up the backside through a first quarter in 22 and 2/5 seconds. Bourbon Candy the leader by just a half a length. The trio of Night of the Hunter, Classic Salsa, and Copper Plate, they're 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5.5 lengths in front of Pesky Cat. They make their entrance into the far turn. First quarter, 22 and 2/5 seconds. There goes Copper Plate. Cut loose to the outside of Bourbon Candy. These two match strides, a length in front of Classic Salsa. Then a separation of 4 to Night of the Hunter. Then a length and a half to Pesky Cat. And at the back of the pack, St. Prado's starting to roll. But he has 8 lengths to raise and a quarter mile to do so. Off the turn, here's Copper Plate. Copper Plate off the turn in front by 3. Classic Salsa being put to a full-out test. Down the center of the track, Night of the Hunter. Half mile on a toward 44-2, and it's Copper Plate by the 16th pole, 4 in front. Classics also could not kick on. St. Prado from the back of the pack has raced up into 2nd, but Copper Plate, another winner for the Pocket Aces, wins it by almost 5. St. Prado was 2nd, tight for 3rd between Classic Salsa and Night of the Hunter in 1:15-3.
Number 8, Copper Plate, dominant performance here. Just a couple ticks off the track record. Copper Plate, the easiest of winners, giving owner Pocket Aces Racing their 2nd victory on the card. Also 2 wins for Susan Anderson. Abel Lascano was aboard Copper Plate for the winning ride. The winner, $10.40, $5.60, $3. Second, number 2, St. Prado. Third, number 7, Classic Salsa. Fourth, number 5, Night of the Hunter. Exacta, $33.80. The try, $44.90. Daily double, $29. The super, $586.60. The pick 3, $69.50. Running time, a very fast 1:15-3. Today's 7th race, a maiden special weight for the maiden 3-year-olds. 6 furlongs the distance. Scratch the 9. We love candy. Morning line favorite number 4, Professor Snape with Luis Saez.
They're at the post. And they are racing. Oklahoma View broke sharp, as did Alley Max. Through from between horses, hard hustle. There goes Tiz a Breeze. So Tiz a Breeze will show him up the backstretch in front by about a length. Bookman in the second position. Alley Max down along the inside third. There goes the favorite Professor Snape up between horses to take fourth. CJ's Mister is now fifth, and a link for the back to the pair of Twin Sanity and the Handsome One. A separation of 2 to Oklahoma View, then 6 or 7 links back to Giovanti and Sky Swept at the back of the pack. Entrance into the far turn. The first quarter was hot, 21-3, and it's Bookman and Tiz a Breeze. These two do battle. Here comes CJ's Mister breezing up in hand with Prescott, Professor Snape. The whip comes out as well. They stack up 4 across the track. Twin Sanity is waiting in the wings, waiting to pounce. His fifth, just going to have to work his way outside as they run to the top of the stretch. And CJ's Mister has found the front. They're starting to tighten up on Bookman down along the rail. Professor Snape still grinding away by the 8th pole. It's CJ's Mister just from Professor Snape. Bookman game in third. Tiz a Breeze down the outside fourth. They race in deep stretch and down to the wire. Here's the KBG Racing CJ's Mister. Wins it by about a length. A 3-way go for the place spot in 110-3.
Number 8, CJ's Mister. Impressive in victory here. This 3-year-old son of Sydney's Candy breaks his maiden here for the KBG Racing Stables. Ron Kale's the winning trainer, and Rodney Prescott gets his second on the card. Finishing second, number 4, Professor Snape. Third to 7, Tiz a Breeze. And fourth, number 5, Bookman. The winning exacta was $39.20. The pick 3, $148 even. The trifecta, $324. The daily double, $112.20. The superfecta, $4,950 even. Running time, 110-3. Today's 8th race is the 30th running of the $100,000 guaranteed Rushaway Stakes. They'll go a mile and 16. Scratch number 5, Royal by Nature. Morning line favorite number 7, Sailing Home for trainer Marquesi.
They are off in the 30th running of the Rushaway, and they all came away in good order. Cool Arrow broke sharp right alongside Montu's away in good order. Hey Mike stacks up third. Will Amazing, the undefeated horse, is fourth, about a length and a half off the pace, and a separation of 2 to Hanson Nation away in the 5th position. Sailing Home is sixth, about 5.5 off the lead, and a length in front of Gorgeous Kitten, and last away early, it's Capture the Glory. Midpoint through the opening turn, the first quarter 23-2, and it's Montu who'll show him up the backstretch in front by about a length. Cool Arrow, the Springboard Mile winner, races in second. Will Amazing stacks up 3 wide third. Down along the inside, Hey Mike is fourth, a link to Sailing Home, who's content to track in fifth up the backside, about 5.5 lengths off the lead. He's a length and a half in front of Hanson Nation, and then Gorgeous Kitten being ridden along now with a half a mile still to go, and Capture the Glory can see them all. Up the backside to go, they pass the half in 47 2/5 seconds. It's still Montu, the long shot leader, but now Cool Arrow comes to tackle to the outside. These two are a length and a half in front of Hey Mike, who is third. There goes Will Amazing in fourth. Sailing Home being ridden hard to keep pace. Here comes Capture the Glory from last. The big long shot is moving well on the turn. 3/4, 1:11-3, and they run to the top of the stretch, and Montu is still there. Cool Arrow, the whip comes out as they straighten away for the stretch drive, and Montu off the turn with a 2.5 length lead. Capture the Glory tightening up on Gorgeous Kitten there as they're in the final furlong. Montu, but here's the long shot. Capture the Glory lunging up to the outside. Gorgeous Kitten down toward the inside. They're in the final 16th. Montu shaking up and responding for Rodney, and Montu will win the 30th running of the Rushaway all the way up top in 144-4.
Number 3, Montu takes them all the way up top to win the 30th running of the Rushaway. Montu owned by Joe Deegan, Alfred Pice, and the Zephyr Racing. Joe Deegan trained Rodney Prescott with his 3rd victory on the Spiral Stakes card. Montu 36-20, 15-40, 9-40. Second, the long shot, number 1, Capture the Glory. Third, 6, Gorgeous Kitten. Fourth, 2, Hanson Nation. The Superfecta, $30,309.60. The pick 3, $697.10. The daily double, $241.60. The exacta, $915. And the running time was 1:44-4. Today's 9th race, the 35th running of the Bourbonet Oaks, $100,000 guaranteed Grade 3 stake event. Jockey change for the 1 to Manny Franco. Morning line favorite number 5, China Grove for Ben Colebrook.
And they are off in the 35th running of the Grade 3 Bourbonet Oaks, and it's Delphinia from the middle shows the way. Jenna J will prompt the pace from the inside. I'm Lucky's Girl stacks up a 3-wide third. Then in between horses, Dark Wings over Dubai had to check there in fourth. Gilded Lily Terrell outside in fifth. Then comes Awesome Boss in sixth. Up on the outside, Miss O'Hara is seventh. The maiden Northwest Bourbon shuffled back into eighth. Fun races right alongside her in ninth. 2 lengths further back to the stake winner. China Grove is 10th, and On Her Honor is 11th. And last of the 12, it is Awesome Boss. Up the backside they go, first quarter in 23 and 2/5 seconds. It's Delphinia shows the way, pressured by the big long shot. I'm Lucky's Girl. These two match strides past the 4.5 furlong marker. Gilded Lily has moved an ever closer third. She's 2.5 lengths off the lead. To her outside is Purely a Dream. Down along the inside, Jenna J comes next. Right up to the outside is Miss O'Hara. Dark's Wings over Dubai, trying to work her way off the rail. She's being pinned in by Fun and starting to run on from the back of the pack. Here comes the stake winner, China Grove, as they round the far turn, just about 5/16 of a mile from home. And there goes Purely a Dream cut loose. Purely a Dream outside the quarter pole in front by 2. Here's Gilded Lily, attacks to the outside. Dark Wings over Dubai goes out to the 5 path as they straighten away 3/4, 110 and 4, and they're on their way home. And Purely a Dream opening up by the 8th pole. She's in front by 4. Gilded Lily in chase mode. Now Dark Wings over Dubai dives down towards the inside, but in the final 16th, Purely a Dream drawing the way in the Bourbonet, and Purely a Dream has a May 5th date in Louisville. She wins the Bourbonet by 2 in the end. Stablemate Awesome Boss was second. Dark Wings over Dubai third. Gilded Lily was fourth. Running time 1:37 and 2.
Number 10, Purely a Dream, took over at the top of the lane and drew away to win for the Living the Dream at Racing 2015. Kenny McPeak gets his third victory in the Bourbonet Oaks, and Robbie Alvarado with that heads-up ride. Number 10, Purely a Dream, $27.60, $16.20, and $11. Stablemate number 9, Awesome Boss, was second. Third to 3, Dark Wings over Dubai, and finishing fourth, number 8, Gilded Lily. The winning exacta was $245.60. The try, $934.60. The daily double was $206 even. The pick 3, $987.60. The superfecta, $11,094.20. Running time for the Bourbonet, the mile, in 1:37 and 2. Today's 10th and featured race, the one we've all been waiting for, the 46th running of the Jack Cincinnati Casino Spiral Stakes. It's a Grade 3, $500,000 guaranteed stake event for the 3-year-olds. They'll go a mile and 1/8, scratch number 7, Shiraz. Morning line favorite number 8, Kittens Cat for Ken and Sarah Ramsey.
Post. They are off in the 46th running of the Jack Cincinnati Casino Spiral Stakes. And it's In Hands, who broke sharp from that 12 gate, and before they hit the finish line, he's worked his way all the way to the rail. So they pass the line for the first time. In Hands shows the way up top to the outside. Parlor, close up today, races along in the second position. Down along the inside, Fast and Accurate is third. Colonel Sampson is fourth. Shuffled back between horses, Giant Payday comes next. Out wide is Bronson. Then a length further back, Kitten's Cat, racing mid-pack, 10 lengths off the lead. A length in front of Blue Ridge Traveler. Separation of 2. Back to Solio and King in his court. The first quarter, they got it in 23 and 1, and they straighten up for the backstretch in the spiral. It's In Hand, shows the way up top by a length. Parlor, racing in the middle of the track, is second. Fast and Accurate, the other Hanson trainee, races third. 4 lengths further back, Convict Pike is fourth. A length in front of Colonel Sampson in the Peak Silks is about 6 lengths off the lead. There goes Bronson, making that middle move is next. Separation of 4. Kitten's Cat has 10 lengths to find. A length in front of Giant Payday, and starting to roll along the rail comes Blue Ridge Traveler as they make their entrance into the turn. They got the half in 46 and 1. In Hand, still on a clear lead. Shows them by a length and a half. Stablemate, Fast and Accurate, comes to the outside. Convict Pike moving well along the rail in third. Giant Payday, there's Parlor as they run past the quarter pole. It's In Hand, floats well off the rail. Fast and Accurate takes the lead as they turn for home in the 46th renewal of the Spiral Stakes. And it's Fast and Accurate who has the lead by a length and a half. Through from between horses, Convict Pike is gaining, and down the center, here comes Kitten's Cat. They have a 16th of a mile still to go. Fast and Accurate still up top. Convict Pike lunging to the inside. Kitten's Cat to the outside. Blue Ridge Traveler along the rail. Fast and Accurate wins the Spiral Stakes by almost a length. Blue Ridge Traveler along the inside was second. A host of others, it's third, 150-4.
Number 3, Fast and Accurate wins the 46th running of the Jack Cincinnati Casino Spiral Stakes. Fast and Accurate, owned by Kendall Hansen, trained by Mike Maker and Tyler Gaffalione. The winning jockey, number 3, Fast and Accurate, pulling the upset for Hansen, returns $51, $22, $13. Second, number 1, Blue Ridge Traveler. Third, number 4, Convict Pike. Fourth, the 8, Kitten's Cat. Finishing 5th for the high 5, number 10, Bronson. The winning exacta, $799.80. The try, $2,819.50. The super, $61,502.40. The double, better than $988. And the pick 3, $6,967.10. Running time for the Spiral, 150-4. Today's 11th race, a maiden special weight for 3-year-olds to go a mile. Morning line favorite, the entry of Kitten Solution and Night Stream, the 1 in 1A for owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey.
And they are off. Sluggish beginning for So Random, but a fast start for Time to Elevate. There goes Kitten Solution up to prompt the pace, and now Our Gordy will slide through along the fence to stack up 3 across the track. Ingador came away racing in the 4th position. Harangue races along 5th, 4.5 off the lead. Spectacular Exchange races along 6th, 2 in front of Nightstream, who is 7th, and a link for the back to Big Ralph, who is 8th. Then there's a separation of 7 links back to Enhanced Edition, who's 9th, Jailbreak 10th, and So Random is at the back of the pack. Up the backside they go. Well-strung outfield here. They're 15 links from top to bottom. They have 5/8 of a mile still to go. First quarter, 23 and 4/5 seconds. Our Gordy shows the way by just a neck as Kitten Solution presses from between horses. Harangue covers him up to the outside third. Down along the inside, it is Ingador racing along in the 4th position. There goes Harangue making that move. Also Spectacular Exchange. Then a link for the back. Here comes Nightstream as they got the half in 47 and 3. Kitten Solution pokes that nose in front. Our Gordy still game along the inside. Harangue continues to race in a 3-path while third. Spectacular Exchange, the gray, moves up a 4-wide 4th. Through from between horses on U.S. debut. Here comes Night's Dream, splitting horses as they run to the top of the lane. Ingador got the inside split there as they turn for home. And Ingador off the turn with a 2-length lead. Attacking to the outside, Our Gordy. Here comes Nightstream down the center of the track as it's wide open by the 16th pole, but Ingador is still finding, and Ingador at 22-1 will pull the upset by 2 lengths in the end. I believe Our Gordy held second over a late charging Kitten Solution. Harangue was in that photo as well in 137 and 2.
Another upset winner on the Spiral card, number 2, Ingador squeezes through along the rail, turned it for home, and drew away to break maiden here for owner-trainer Tommy Humphreys. Corey Orm picks up his 3rd victory on the card. The winner, 47-20, 19-20, 10-60. Second 4, Our Gordy. Third 6, Harangue. Fourth 1, Kitten Solution. Exacta, 324.60. The try, 703.70. The daily double was worth $448.80. The 10-cent superfecta, $182.58. The pick 3, $16,744.40. The $2 super, $3,651.60. Take a look at the 50-cent pick 4, $79,436.20. Running time for that 11th race, 137 and 2. Tonight's 12th and final race, a maiden special weight for the filly 3-year-olds to go 6 furlongs. Scratch the 9 and 13. Morning line favorite number 4, Ghost Zapping with Jesus Castanon.
They are racing, and Boomerang Baby broke sharp, as did Ghost Zapping. Through from between horses, Black Blizzard, also Appealing May, Kiwi Cat. They're well bunched up top. Down the back stretch, it's Ghost Zapping to the inside of Appealing Way. Kiwi Cat is third. Boomerang Baby a close-up fourth. She's only about a half length off the lead. Then a length and a half further back through from the inside comes Baya Puck as they pass the half-mile pole. First quarter 22-1. Entrance into the far turn. Ghost Zapping down on the inside has the lead. The lead's just a neck now as Kiwi Cat from between horses now pokes her nose in front. There goes Boomerang Baby up to the outside in third. And from the back of the pack, here comes Lucky Sunset, a first-time starter, moving well on that far turn outside the quarter pole. It's Kiwi Cat floating Boomerang Baby to the outside. Lucky Sunset's forced to go 4 wide as they run at the top of the stretch. Half mile in 45-1, and Kiwi Cat looking to give warm 4 on the card. Kiwi Cat goes by the 8th pole with a 2-length lead. Boomerang Baby trying to hold second, late on the scene. Curlin Lash running up between horses as they race in deep stretch. What a day for Corey Orm. Victory number 4. Kiwi Cat breaks maiden here by 4 to give Tommy Humphreys 2 on the card. Appealing Way was second, tight for third in 1:10-3.
Number 8, Kiwi Cat, a first-time starter, pulls the upset in the nightcap, owned by Robert Tunnicliffe and Tommy Humphreys. Tommy Humphreys, the winning trainer, gets his second victory on the card, and jockey Corey Orm with his 4th win on the spiral card. Number 8, Kiwi Cat, was worth $23, $12.0720. Second, number 7, Appealing Way. Third, the 5, Curlin Lass. Finishing 4th, number 11, Lucky Sunset, and 5th, 2, Bay of Puck. Exacta, $429.60. The try, $2,179.40. The superfecta, $41,346 even. Daily double, $154.40. No winners in the pick 5. That paid on 4 of 5. Better than $3,100. There is a carryover into Thursday's card on that pick 5 of $47,000 in change. Again, better than $47,000 in that carryover in the pick 5. Running time for the nightcap, 1:10-1. Well, that wraps up live racing for this Spiral Stakes day. Live racing returns Thursday with a first post of 6:15. For all of us here at the track, thanks for tuning in. This has been the Turfway Park Report.